So, have you ever been upset with a soldier? How did you handle it? Did you write them up, recommend an Article 15, perhaps corrective training, or recommend revocation of privileges? Odds are you probably smoked them or yelled at them. How can we share our concern about what happened and make a positive impression that will last a lifetime and help a soldier grow? Stick around and let's figure that out together. Team, welcome to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. I'm your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Gerecht, and today we're going to discuss how to share your disappointment when a soldier engages in poor performance or makes poor choices. Hey, before we get started, I'd like to encourage you to stop by MentorMilitary.com. They sponsor Ask Top. They have a great selection of products, tools, and software that will allow you to spend more time leading your soldiers and increase your quality time with your family and loved ones. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. At checkout, enter YT10. That's Yankee Tango 10 and get 10% off your order. The links to the store and products are below in the description. Okay, so what's the best method to correct and educate a soldier? The best method I ever saw was an interaction between my battery commander and battalion commander. We had made a hasty displacement because there was a threat that we would be overrun by the enemy. Our mission in the defense was to protect the left flank of our sister battery in the event of an attack. The battery commander made a decision to conduct a hasty displacement without notifying battalion and without notifying our sister battery. Needless to say, our sister battery was overrun because their left flank was wide open. Later that evening, the battalion commander came over in a very humble and kind way and said the following to my battery commander. "How's your day going, Bob?" "Not so good, sir," the battery commander replied. The battalion commander then stated, "Yeah, a lot of lessons learned got packed into one ass whooping today. Bob, you made some mistakes today, but the one that concerns me the most and really disappointed me is that you felt it acceptable to displace and not request permission from battalion or notify battalion or your sister battery you were displacing. Yes, you were in a difficult position, but your actions in combat would have cost lives, and elements of your sister battery were captured because of your decision. We train to learn. I need you to learn from today's events. Yes, if you stayed and fought, you would have lost men. You might have been overrun, but we had a fighting chance. But your decision to displace ensured mission failure and dropped the battalion to less than 45% combat effectiveness." As the battalion commander crushed out a cigarette, he looked at my battery commander and said, "Tomorrow's another day. Training helps us learn what to do and when to do it. You're going to make mistakes, but let's not make one of this magnitude again." As the battalion commander drove off, I saw a tear in my battery commander's eye. I said, "Sir, what's going on?" I'll never forget what he told me. He said the battalion commander said he was disappointed in me. I would have rather have gotten an ass chewing than disappoint him. I have tremendous respect for the battalion commander, and now I've disappointed him. That interaction showed me the power of being empathetic and understanding when making a correction. Words have meaning, and how you deliver those words is important. Hey, if you like the information we're sharing, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to ensure you get the latest information we're sharing. Now, on a personal note, I must admit, my father once told me he was disappointed in a decision I made. It crushed me under a ton of rocks. I would have rather received the ass chewing as well. That one moment is ingrained in my mind. I remember it clearly to this day, the way I felt, the hurt I caused. But more importantly, I remember telling myself I would never disappoint him again in the future. Going forward, I want you to think about how you plan to engage a soldier that makes a mistake. What is their personality? What method of engagement will work best with them? What is the outcome you're trying to achieve? It's all about knowing your people and what motivates them. When your soldiers respect you and know you care, they want to do well. You don't have to be an ass when delivering a correction. The value of an ass chewing is soon forgotten, and all the soldier remembers is that you were an ass. Just some information to think about. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.